Okay, video explanation part 2. So we get x cubed plus c. We don't know what the constant of integration is, or even if there is one, but we have to take into account that when we differentiate, a constant becomes 0. So when we integrate, we always have to remember this plus c here. It's very important that you remember that plus c. I can't stress it enough. It's very easy to forget, and it also means that you're going to lose marks if you do forget it. Okay, so you typically will lose a mark if you've forgotten that when you do an integration problem. So the general rule for integrating is that if you've got some function of x to the power of n, when that is integrated, we're going to get x to the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus some constant c. So that is the most important section to understand so far. If we have a look at a few examples now, if I was going to integrate x to the power of 6, and that was my gradient function, then my function itself would be x to the power of 6 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 plus some constant of integration, or x to the power of 7 over 7 plus c. If I was trying to integrate some differential function like 2x to the power of 3, well, the 2, I'm off screen there. Well, the 2 here is just a constant, so I'm going to just treat whatever the integral of x cubed is going to be, I'm just going to multiply that ultimately by 2. I'm going to integrate that to get that the function must have been 2 times by x to the power of 3 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 plus that constant of integration. So in other words, I'm going to get 2 over 4, 2x to the 4 over 4 plus c, or a half x to the 4 plus some constant of integration. So we have a look at a final example. What about making this more difficult and saying our gradient function is equal to some string of powers of x. So maybe we're going to have 2x to the power of a third plus x to the power of minus 6. Well, we can just integrate these both separately, just like we can differentiate different terms in an expression separately. So integrating, I'm going to get y is equal to 2x to the power of 4 over 3 all over 4 over 3 plus x to the power of minus 5 all over minus 5. This is just my n plus 1 for those two individually. What have I forgotten? Yeah, it's my constant integration. So this is all going to simplify to be 6 over 4, so that's 3 over 2, x to the 4 over 3, minus x to the minus 5 over 5. Okay, plus my constant of integration. I hope that you can at least hear this one. Let's upload and find out.